Hello, everybody. Welcome to our executive report. Today, we're going to look at cardiomyopathy's therapeutics and diagnostics. Our report covers the period from 2025 to 2030. We will discuss the market landscape, competitive intelligence, and asset valuation for key products involved in cardiomyopathies. If you want more detailed information, please contact us via the provided email. Global R&D for cardiomyopathy therapeutics has been on the rise due to the high unmet medical need. Inherited cardiomyopathies are rare disorders with limited treatment options. The global cardiomyopathy therapeutics market is expected to grow from approximately $7.8 billion in 2024 to about $12.3 billion by 2030. At a compound annual growth rate of around 7%. This growth is driven by advances in targeted therapies, gene and RNA-based therapies, precision diagnostics, and increased patient awareness leading to earlier diagnosis. On the diagnostic side, rapid advancements in cardiac imaging, genetic testing, and biomarker identification have improved the ability to detect and monitor cardiomyopathies, supporting more personalized treatment approaches. In our analysis, we identified several technology push and market pull factors contributing to this growth. Technology push factors, gene therapies, and RNA-based therapeutics. These approaches offer hope for inherited cardiomyopathy by addressing the underlying genetic causes. Myosin modulators, such as myosin inhibitors and activators, represent a novel therapeutic class that can modify cardiac contractility. Advanced imaging techniques like cardiac MRI enhanced with AI offer precise, non-invasive assessments of cardiac structure and function. Additionally, emerging biomarkers such as circulating troponins, BNP, and microRNAs facilitate early detection, better disease monitoring, and risk stratification. Finally, wearables and digital health technologies allow for remote monitoring of arrhythmias and signs of heart failure, ultimately improving patient outcomes. Market pull factors. There is a significant unmet medical need in rare and inherited cardiomyopathies with limited effective treatment options. The aging global population and growing chronic disease burden are increasing the prevalence of cardiomyopathies. Regulatory incentives, such as orphan drug designations and breakthrough therapy status, accelerate product development and approval. Furthermore, payers increasingly demand cost-effective therapies that demonstrate reduced hospitalizations and mortality, driving the search for innovative solutions. We identified 5 global innovators with products due diligence. Number 1, Bristol Myers Squibb with MyoKardia, which offers 𝗓𝗄𝗎𝗓 and danicamtiv. MyoKardia was acquired by BMS in 2022 for $13.1 billion. 𝗓𝗄𝗎𝗓 is indicated for the treatment of adult patients with obstructive HCM. It acts as a cardiac myosin inhibitor, improving cardiac mechanics and reducing symptoms. Danicamtiv, a myosin activator, is currently under development for HCM and other cardiomyopathy types. Both drugs offer unique mechanisms to address the root cause of HCM, which has limited treatment options. Number 2, Novartis with 𝗓𝗪𝗓, which is indicated for the treatment of heart failure. While not directly approved for cardiomyopathy, it is widely used in cases where cardiomyopathy causes heart failure. Sacubitril is an angiotensin receptor neprilysin inhibitor. Number 3, Pfizer with tafamidis, indicated for the treatment of ATTR-CM, a form of restrictive cardiomyopathy. Tafamidis is the only approved disease-modifying therapy for ATTR-CM. Number 4, Ionis Pharmaceuticals and Axia Therapeutics with Tegsedi and Waylivra, both antisense oligonucleotides that reduce transthyretin protein production and are indicated for hereditary transthyretin amyloidosis with cardiomyopathy. Number 5, Ionis Pharmaceuticals and Biogen with experimental RNA-based therapies and gene editing approaches for various genetic cardiomyopathies. These are in clinical trial phases. Our analysis suggests that these 5 companies hold significant promise for treating cardiomyopathies over the next 5 years. Each brings unique assets and approaches to address the diverse needs of patients with these complex conditions. In the diagnostics realm, technological evolution and market scope are expanding rapidly. Advancements in cardiac MRI with AI enable better fibrosis quantification and strain imaging. Genetic testing panels are increasingly used in routine clinical care to identify inherited cardiomyopathies. Biomarker discovery with troponin, BNP, and emerging microRNA markers aid in diagnosis, prognosis, and treatment response prediction. Key diagnostic players include Myriad Genetics, Invitae, Siemens Healthineers, and Guardant Health. Since 2022, the regulatory landscape has shifted with the EU's IVDR compliance. In the US, clearances are granted via 510(k) or de novo routes. We performed an economic valuation of products to provide insight into their commercial potential. Bristol Myers Squibb's 𝗖𝗔𝗥𝗗𝗜𝗢𝗠𝗬𝗢 achieved $420 million in sales in 2024, projecting to around $1.5 billion annually by 2030. Considering expected exclusivity, we estimate its net present value NPV at approximately $12 billion. Novartis's Entresto generates $11.8 billion in total heart failure sales, of which a substantial portion relates to cardiomyopathies. We project this portion to grow to $13.5 billion by 2030, supporting an NPV of about $45 billion for this segment. Pfizer's 𝗧𝗛𝗡𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢 recorded $1.9 billion in 2020 for sales, expected to reach $3.5 billion by 2030, valued at an NPV near $18 billion. Ionis, 𝗖𝗔𝗥𝗗𝗓𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢 and 𝗬𝗓𝗓 combined sales in 2024 were roughly $250 million, with growth projected to $700 million by 2030. We estimate the asset valuation at about $5 billion. Lastly, Ionis, Biogen's RNA therapies are still in development but hold a potentially multi-billion-dollar opportunity if approved. Their clinical programs must advance rapidly to capture this potential. Looking ahead, we see immense potential for growth in cardiomyopathies, therapeutics, and diagnostics. The next 5 years promise exciting advancements. As we conclude, we encourage strategic collaboration across the industry to advance our understanding and treatment of these complex disorders. By working together, we can harness innovation to improve the lives of individuals living with cardiomyopathies. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you would like to receive more information, please contact us via the provided email.